Here in the southern part of the nation, we're going to be keeping an eye on the tropics very closely as well. We have a wave of energy that the National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on. Of course, we'll drift into the Gulf of Mexico over the next few days. But in the southern U.S., right along the Gulf Coast, we have heavy rain and flood concerns. Talk about that in a second. But here's a look at the Yucatan Peninsula. And then, of course, this particular wave of energy is what the National Hurricane Center is watching. And then that has a 30% chance of drop formation as it drifts to the northwest into the Gulf of Mexico over a 5-day period. Meanwhile, of course, Florence is a big story as that is likely to be making landfall at the Carolinas later this week as a strong hurricane. Still some uncertainty and a little bit of uncertainty in the track and, of course, overall intensity with that. But it is looking more and more likely that the eastern seaboard will get whacked by a very strong hurricane coming up. Yesterday, on Sunday, we only made it into the 70s as you headed farther north, anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees below average. We also had some heavy rain in San Antonio, again 2¼ inches, bringing the monthly tally to more than 10 inches. And that is impressive. Of course, 9½ inches above average for the month. But we still have some big deficits out there in the Oklahoma, Texas panhandle of more than, well, at least close to 7 inches below average and more than 5 inches below average in New Orleans. We still have drought conditions in a few locations. But there's your heavy rain expected over the next few days with some flood concerns down in southern Texas yet over the next couple of days.